And there's more arms on the way. Around the bases with us on a Friday, there's a lot of good. Dallas Keuchel has made 6 starts with the Twins AAA affiliate, a 1.13 ERA. He's completely dominated. He opted out. The Twins promoted him to their big league team. 2-time All-Star, Cy Young winner,
Makes
World
me
Series
happy.
champion. He knows how to win a big game, and he will be in a Minnesota uniform very, very soon.
Yeah, I had a chance to hang with Dallas right before the WBC out in Scottsdale. Played a little golf with him. He's super tight with McCann. Won a World Series with him. Man, for him to go kind of swallow your pride, go down. He got knocked around last couple years. And for him to go down, kind of go to drive line, get a feel for what he needed to do, bite the bullet with a Cy Young World Championship and head to AAA.
Yeah. And as you said, Joe
Big
Ryan.
respect, Dallas. I hope you dominate.
Joe Ryan on the injured list for the Twins.
Yeah, you know, fascinating because he has those 6 starts at AAA and he has the 6.35 ERA over the last 2 seasons
Right.
in the major leagues with 3 different teams where it didn't work. Who do they get? We're talking about teams that did and didn't. The Twins essentially did nothing at this deadline. They flipped like a relief pitcher, Lopez with Floro, but they're up by 2.5 in a division where nobody seems to be really trying to push to win it. They're the favorite. Can Keuchel help them get to the finish line?
The Twins beginning a series against the Arizona Diamondbacks. The Diamondbacks have really been struggling since the All-Star break as well. Let's talk about another left-handed pitcher, and that is Shane McClanahan. He left his last start against the New York Yankees complaining of tightness in his forearm. And, Dero, he was placed on the 15-day injured list. What do you make of what's going on here?
Yeah, I worry. He's had back issues, now the forearm issue, and I don't think Tampa can cover it in the postseason if
he's not there.
If he's not there. I'm sorry. I love
Really?
I think,
With Eflin and Glasnow? You don't think?
and Savali.
And Savali.
Tough to get through a series.
Especially they've.
I love Glasnow. This is one of the elite starters in our sport.
Yeah.
This is
That's a
top
tough cover.
5.
That's a tough
This is Garrett Cole for them.
Let's not forget, big picture also, they lost Springs and Rasmussen
Yep.
for the season. Those guys are
right.
both top starters for them that they kind of helped create there. It weren't before they got there, but McClanahan's the ace. It's hard
You
to
know
get
what,
through
though?
without your ace.
You remember last year in Toronto when he put his head on the pitching coach's shoulder and we thought he was done?
Yes, I remember that
And
in
then
the
he was
bullpen.
back.
He
So
was fine.
hopefully, you know, they do
He's got
right by
spooked
him.
or something.
You just hate forearm.
Forearm
Rays
usually is.
Rays
not
beginning a series in Detroit against the Tigers.
And they said they're looking for more information on that. We had Bobby Witt Jr. on the program yesterday, and he was a delight. I would not be that humble if I was that good. The Royals have won 6 in a row at home.
Not easy, Lauren.
It's not. There's some nice pieces in Kansas City.
Brady Singer, again, I always go back to the WBC. He had one bad start and we were never able to get back to him. But the stuff is electric. He's locating his sinker. He's got a dirty slider. He's starting to mix in a changeup. He can be the ace of that staff. They want him to be exactly that. Bobby Witt on the flip side, when you dive into the numbers, I mean, this is a special ball player. Let's do the side angle. We talked about him setting the hip. It's subtle. This is yesterday. Watch. Ready? And
Right
there it was. Boom. Go. Set the hip and let it eat. Bobby Witt. And he's the fastest next to Ellie De La Cruz in the sport.
That's
so
crazy.
6-0 homestand's nice.
It is nice. You know, you want to start to climb. But here's my concern.
I know.
If I'm here. Who's the second best starter after Brady Singer that's going to help them over the next 4 years become a contender?
Yeah.
After Witt, who's the second best position player who helps them get out of it?
Melendez.
Who's having a bad year?
Yeah.
Pasquantino, who's hurt, right? That's the thing is they're building blocks, but you know you need a lot more than that. And I just wonder and worry. The Royals were talking to teams about Singer. At this deadline.
Wow.
You know, teams trying to see if they could bottom feed a little. Oh, he's struggling. Whatever. And they didn't do it. But you wonder, you say, oh, these guys, they're far away from free agency. But they'll be close to it by the time the Royals perhaps get this right, because it feels like they're a lot of players away.
That's why when you rebuild, it's tough for me to buy into the rebuild and you're drafting nothing but pitchers. Because if it doesn't pan out, you're dead in the water. You see what like Baltimore, Houston, all these different teams, big position players, and now they're all stars in the big leagues coming through. The Reds did it.
Right.
Especially because the modern technology can help you turn somebody with good stuff into a good pitcher more than the modern technology could help you turn a good hitter into something better.
The Royals are in Philadelphia, I believe.
I still don't understand how setting that hip that was nothing. How does that change it that much?
If you think about it, if you're stagnant right here and you load and you don't like give that little turn, it's easy to come forward. So he just kind of reminds himself at the last second. You see, no one does it better than Judge.
Royals are in Philadelphia to take on the Phillies. Speaking of Aaron Judge and the New York Yankees, they did get a big win against the Houston Astros last night, but word comes out now that they have put Anthony Rizzo on the injured list with a concussion that dates back to this collision with Fernando Tatis.
When was this?
Back in May.
I was at the game.
Joe, what do you make of he obviously has not, I mean, this is one of the best players in the league, and he has not been himself. What do you make of what's going on here?
I don't think it's this simplistic. I think there's other things that are underlying problematic with the Yankees. But, you know, they might be 2 freak injuries away from being very comfortably in the playoffs. I mean, that's a freak injury. A guy's head hits his hip. Judge slams into the concrete, like some lower exposed concrete. That's May 28th. Judge is June 3rd. At the point of May 28th, this guy's the second in war among first base.
A great start.
He was right. Judge was having a year like his MVP year when he got hurt on June 3rd.
Look at the before and
Hero,
after
you called
here.
this.
We called it, man.
You said it. You said
you know
don't
why?
just forget how to do this. And that's what Anthony said yesterday.
It's hard.
You said it's almost like he can't see if he's missing the pitches by that much.
It was bizarre.
Something was wrong.
Because the one thing you could always count on Rizzo is the good at bat.
Tough beat.
You know, and he was not having good at bats. Like, he's getting beat in the strike zone. He's usually such a great hitter with 2 strikes. He shortens up, chokes up, shortens up. And it just wasn't there. And it just felt like A plus B. Like, it was such a before and after picture.
I'm shocked it took this long. I mean, he went to the trainer and had to say something like, I'm foggy. It's tough to get to the big leagues. It's tougher to stay. And it's crazy to be as consistently good as Anthony Rizzo has been his entire career. For him to go into this tailspin for that long, I just sat there every night going, he's not right, he's not right.
I always assume it's his, you know, he's had back problems. And I'm like, did he feel obligated while Judge was out not to tell them he was hurt?
That could
you know, like you feel this level. We know Rizzo, right?
Yeah.
This isn't a guy who feels the obligation to team.
Good point, Joe.
You know, and Judge is out, and is he trying to kind of like get through it? I wonder the same thing about LeMahieu. Like, are they trying to get through things while Judge was out?
Yeah, when we're, you know,
Big win last night.
Huge win. It's the start of a 4-game series.
It was only 4 runs, but they had good at-bats last night.
It's crazy, though, and I know we got to get out of here, but when they put up the lineup, and you think New York Yankees, and you're looking at the lineup, it's like, whoa.
Yeah.
How are they going to generate runs?
Nestor Cortez will also return over the weekend for the Yankees. I think.
Bigger deal tonight. They need Severino to be a good pitcher.
Yes.
They can't get where they're going to try to get if.
What do they do if he gets banged around again?
Well, the problem is Herman is now gone for the rest of the season.
Yeah.
It isn't like you have an easy answer someplace there. They need Severino to be good.
Severino's going to be better tonight. He's going to be better.